So for this week's lesson we are looking at the opening groove from the track Wishing Well by Blink-182 and that rather famous drummer Travis Barker. Now if you're a Travis Barker fan like me, then you kind of appreciate some of the sort of more creative little grooves that he comes up with, and this one's no exception. What I thought we'd do with this, rather than sort of think of it as eighth notes and quarter notes, we're going to sort of look at it as 16th notes and eighth notes, because I find it probably a little bit easier to count, and rather than looking at the 4-bar pattern, we just have to break it down and sort of, we can condense it into 2. So if we look at the first part, you've kind of got this sticking pattern, which is right, left, left, 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 and then right, kick, hands. Now if you listen on the track, you can hear the bell of the ride sort of prominently sticking out from everything else. So if we look at this first bar, we're going to start off with a bass drum and a crash, right hand on the crash, left, left. So this is all solid, straight 16th notes. So we've got right, left, left, and then we're going to go to the bell of the ride, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. Okay, so now we're up to 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and then we're up to the and of beat, no, the of beat 3. For beat 4, we're going to go right on the bell, kick with the foot, and then we're going to bring both our hands to the snare drum and open the hi-hat and let it ring out for about an 8th note. So if we piece that together, we're going to get this. Now when I was sort of looking up about this lesson, I thought I'd check out what he does live, just in case, because there was a couple of times where you can hear like the bell of the ride sort of sneaking in other places. So I was watching him do that, and what I found that he was playing, instead of going right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, kick, hands, he was sort of doing this. Obviously you do the crash for beat 1, followed by the 2 left hands on the snare, so you get right, left, left, and then he'll do the right on the bell, and then he'll go together, left, right, together, left, right, together, left, right, kick, hands. So this will sound like. So now that we've got both ways down, I think I'm going to stick with the first one because it sounds a little bit more like it does on the record, but if you're practice it both ways, it's worthwhile, and that little right, together, left is going to pop up in the second bar. So what I'll do, if I play at a few different speeds, we get the alternative camera angle going, and I'll sort of play both versions, so with the double right going on, or just the right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. Let's play at a few different speeds, and then move on to bar 2. Here we go. Live version. And now let's do some faster versions. Even faster. Faster live version. Okay, so moving on to bar 2. Bar 2 starts off fairly similar to the way that bar 1 does, with the live version. So we're going to get this right, left, left, right, together, left, kick, hands. So we're just cutting it a little bit short. So if I count it out loud, it's 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Okay, but this isn't an 8th note this time. Should be quiet. This is a 16th note, because we're going to go straight into another 8 notes as 16th notes for beats 3 and 4. So beats 3 and 4, we're going to get kick, right, left, kick, right, left, right, left. So we've got 8 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if I add that to beats 1 and 2, you're going to get this 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. And again, you want to open that hi-hat, which I didn't do then, so I'll do that this time. Tiny bit quicker. Okay, now because there's only one variation of this, it makes it a little bit easier. So let's do what we did with the last lot, have a look from a different angle, and I'll play at a few different speeds. Here we go. Bit quicker. Now a bit quicker. Okay, so now we've got both parts down, and what we've got to do is stick them together. What I'll do here, first of all, is I'll go nice and slow. I'll count out loud as I'm playing, just so you can hear it's pretty much solid 16th notes all the way through, apart from the and of beat 4 in the first bar is an 8th note. So you get that tiny little break, but other than that, it just sort of loops round at quite a hefty speed. So if I count it out loud, or attempt to count it out loud, it should sound like this. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and 1 E. 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. That went pretty well. I'll shut up and play the same thing. Obviously that crash I'm hitting at the end there is the start of your next round. Okay, so a couple little tips for this one. Make sure your snares pop out, and as well as your toms, because you haven't got too many kick drums going on, especially in that first bar. You really want these two to sort of provide that sort of percussive element of the groove. And don't forget, you want to be clonking the bell of the ride nice and loud so that pops out much like it does on the record. All right, so what I'll do now is I'll play a few different speeds, and then I'll come and say goodbye. Here we go.